Hey everybody, it's Romania Black. So, some things happened last episode of Given. I Last episode had so many good things. Sato and Uenoyama were having their moment. They were being friends away. Sato's just finally getting to hang out with Uenoyama's friends. He turns out to be good at basketball. It's all going well. And then this chick shows up and drops some rumors and just has to make things difficult. But that's not really the only point of drama that's kind of coming into this group. Guys, I'm loving this show, and this episode has me nervous. Just like the last episode had me nervous. The last episode had me nervous going into it, and by the time it ended, I was a mess. I was just like internally screaming. And this episode, I don't even know, because there's so many ways. We're just finally getting the band together. We're gonna play a venue. Nothing can go wrong, right? But you've got these two pairings. We've got Sato and Uenoyama. And Sato, what I think I keep forgetting when watching this show, because of Kaji and Haruki, what I keep forgetting is Sato and Uenoyama are high school kids. And like, not even third years, they're second years. They're like 16-year-old kids. And so it makes a lot of sense now if what this girl has said about Yuki is true, that Yuki committed suicide. It makes a lot of sense why Sato is the way that he is, why he's so emotionally closed off, and how he doesn't know how to process this, because it's asking a 16-year-old to process the death of someone really, really close, and if the rumors are true, in a relationship with, that committed suicide between the ages of 14 and 15. That's insane. So that's really heavy stuff, and so expecting this character Sato to have to deal with that while trying to start a new relationship and friendship with these people at this school and with Uenoyama, it's pretty heavy. That's pretty deep. And then you have Uenoyama, who's exactly the opposite of Sato, who wears his emotions on his sleeve, who gets really easily flustered and just blurts out whatever he's thinking. I can honestly see how Uenoyama is going to confront Sato about it, but I'm just hoping that he doesn't just erupt and burst out like he has the last couple episodes, that he takes his time and thinks about what he's about to say before he says it, and that Sato gives him some confirmation and more details about the actual incident. And I'm wondering, based on the preview, if this band member that was one of Yuki's friends and bandmates, if he's going to talk to Sato and they're going to actually have a dialogue about what's happened. I'm hoping that's the case, but I don't know how. I just hope that Uenoyama doesn't fly off the handle and get mad at something that's so delicate like this situation. And then we have Haruki and Kaji, which I noticed this after watching the episode. So far, we have had introspectives on the first episode. We had Uenoyama. We had his internal monologue. We understand the way his thought process works, how his attitude is about things. Like, we get kind of the inner workings of Uenoyama's mind. The next couple of episodes, we got more insight into Sato, so we got to see what he's thinking about. By the end of episode 3, it was like, okay, where's this going? And then we learned about Yuki. We learned about just the bare bones about what his inner struggle is with communication and expressing his emotions. And it's like, okay, we understand Sato more. And then this last episode, we learned all about Haruki and his like years-long love of Kaji. Like, it's been going on for some time now. And his whole struggle with, what do I say? I don't want these feelings rejected, so I just don't say anything. But Kaji's really flirty, and it's getting worse and worse. So we get Haruki's inner workings. The one character out of these bandmates that we haven't gotten an introspective on is Kaji. He has been the observer. He's been seeing a lot of this stuff, but we've not gotten to see what's inside Kaji's head. And I'm really curious of what it is, because this guy, some of his actions last episode were really questionable. And so I want to know what he's thinking. And I have friends that are naturally flirty. So him just flirting with Haruki throughout the first couple episodes, I'm like, oh, I've got friends that are like that. It just really sucks that Haruki thinks that Haruki loves him. And he's like, I can't do anything about this. That's just the way he is. But the last episode, when Kaji like fell asleep on him and kind of put himself out there, when Haruki offered him a futon, like offered him another place to sleep, that's something else. So I don't know. I'm like, I'm predicting that Haruki is eventually going to confess to Kaji or confront him about his actions, because it also seems like Kaji's only doing this when he's drunk, which is problematic. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but there's just all these points of drama, and I just have a feeling it's all gonna come to a head when the band actually performs. And we're on episode 6. We're officially at the halfway point. There's only 11 episodes, so we're technically over the halfway point at this part. But, guys, I love this show, but episode 5 had me nervous, and this one has me double nervous. Because now all the drama's out there, and we have to do something about it. Or maybe this episode will just ignore it. I don't know. So, okay, I've wasted enough time, guys. We're going to watch this episode. Thank you all so much for watching this reaction with me. I'm so glad we're on this journey together. So, let's check out Given, episode 6, and we're going to just dive right in and start it here in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I've just got to wait one more episode. Okay. Oh, all right. So next episode, perhaps we're getting the Kaji focus finally with him and this long-haired dude, the violinist. Tumbling dice. Oof. Oh, and that shot of Kaji at the end. Because that's the one character we don't have an internal monologue for. We have not seen the inner workings of what Kaji's thinking, so that just has me wonder, like, why is he like this with Haruki when he's clearly, and from the preview, looks like this guy likes him and is nice to him, so what's the deal? Like, why is he pushing Haruki's buttons? He has to know. Like, he has to know that Haruki likes him. And if he doesn't, then he's a little less introspective than I thought he was. Or perceptive than I thought he was. Okay. I liked this episode because it didn't get all dramatic. That Kasai woman, she just needs to vanish. But I love that Sato and Uenoyama are asking Haruki and Kaji about their emotions, that they're questioning things. I like the fact that Sato, seeing the Hiragi guy that didn't blow up and be something really dramatic, that they had a conversation. The fact that they were childhood friends says a lot, and it says a lot for how traumatic Yuki's death was. Because if you think about it, these guys grew up together, and this incident literally caused them to distance themselves apart. And you can tell his childhood friends are concerned about Sato, rightfully, because, I mean, of their relationship. They knew that Yuki and him had a relationship, and that it was something serious, or serious for middle schoolers, but I like this interweaving of these relationships between these characters. I really like that. So, man, it feels like we're edging this, kind of calm things down a little bit, which I think it needed after last episode, but that preview makes me just like, we're right back at it again. So, this series is just so good, guys, and we're over halfway through at this point. I love this series. I know that we're heading towards the concert. I feel like that's going to be like one of the last things that happens in the season at this point, because next episode's episode 7, so we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 5 episodes, but I feel like the concert's going to be something like towards episode maybe 9 or 10. It just feels like that's what it's leading towards. I'm curious to know if Uenoyama's going to stumble into the friends of Yuki, the bandmates of Yuki and Sato's childhood friends, and if they're going to have a conversation. I feel like the tumbling dice, maybe that might happen next episode, but at least we're hopefully getting some Kaji perspective, because that's what I need. I need to know why he's doing the things he's doing. And I am curious to see Sato tell the lyrics and eventually open up and tell Uenoyama about Yuki. I want those two things to happen maybe next episode. Uenoyama to hear more about Yuki, and we get more perspective from Sato, and for us to get perspective from Kaji. But this series, guys, is just great. I'm loving it, and I can't wait for the next episode. So I hope you all liked the reaction too. Let me know down below what you think. Please, no spoilers, but let me know what you guys thought. I am excited to see what happens next episode, and we'll just have to see what's up. So thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a great week. Stay safe, take care, and I'll be back soon with episode 7 of Given.